Tom Brady and all the heat that is now starting to come down on his head. Did you see Jim Rome? Did we got the clip of Jim Rome? I think we played it yesterday. Jim Rome trashing Tom Brady about Max Crosby wanting out. Let's play that clip.
He pops in 4 times a year, calls shots from wherever the hell he is, and just leaves his creepy lapdog, narc, wellness guru, behind in his stead to make everybody uncomfortable. No wonder Max wants out. And he absolutely should. Anybody who wants to win should be running away from this slab of bacon and his wellness coordinator. Man, I'm telling you, this dude's got the best job ever. Think about it. Best job ever. He only has to show up 4 or 5 times a year. He has almost total autonomy and power. He can say and do whatever the hell he wants from wherever the hell he wants, all while having his rats and moles report to him while he runs an NFL franchise remotely. Hell, best job ever, but he's doing the worst job ever. Man, that is good work if you can get it.
That's him talking about Alex Guerrero. Is Tom Brady taking too much heat here?
I don't know. I think you benefit from being the GOAT with your rings on your finger as a player. I think people give you a lot of wiggle room now in your next life. I mean, I don't know any other person that could have pulled that off, whether it's legality wise or whatever, that can call games, run a franchise. That was supposedly couldn't do it a couple years ago. You couldn't even own a franchise or even part ownership and call a game for another for a network. He's doing both of those things. Now he's in the flag football thing. He's got a beef with Logan Paul and the Paul brothers. Like, he's becoming a full-on COE, content over everything. That's truly what he's become, what everyone's becoming. The money is astronomical out here. The Rampage Jacksons, who makes $2 million a month right now streaming. He didn't make that much fighting his entire career. He made $20 million the last 6 months streaming content. I think we're making football. It's a true commercialized video game, man. We're making this such. There's a reason you're playing flag football, Jason. There really is. There's a reason why you're doing all these other things. You're feminizing the game. You're bringing women around. Why? That's what's the future is. The football is you're going to see a feminine product out here. I'm just telling you right now. Why do you think the center for the Bears just wanted to leave? Maybe a guy with nails has his hands on his butt too much. I don't know. And then DJ Moore left. DJ Moore left yesterday, Jason. The wideout that just got there. I was going to
get to that. But hold for 1 second about Brady and just. I think his flag football thing isn't that backed by people out of Saudi Arabia. So
same people that does live in the boxing.
Yeah, he's got $37 million from Fox for calling games. No telling what the Saudis are paying him.
How much did you say?
$37.5 million per year from Fox.
Oh, $350 million deal though.
Yeah, 37.5, I think, is what his average per year is. No telling what the Saudis have given him, and this blowback he's taking and sending Alex Guerrero to be his eyes and ears, it's like the tide is, it's going to be a little bit of open season. When I see someone, Jim Rome, I guess, has been doing this for a couple, 2 or 3 years, going after Brady, maybe 3 or 4 years. He calls him the slab of bacon deals. He calls him Kevin Bacon. It's some kind of deal. But
looks like
I think it's kind of open season on Tom Brady, and people are going to think like he's going to be the same type of owner that Michael Jordan was in the NBA for so long, a failed one who finally gave up, and somehow now Jordan is winning all these NASCAR races. But Tom Brady, it's legal to say whatever you want about him, I guess, at this point. And Max Crosby has apparently no respect for him, which kind of surprises me.
Yeah, I know Max well, man. I'm going to be very interested to see what happens here. I think he ends up a Cowboy, especially after Jerry Jones is restructured Dak's contract. similar to what Mahomes and the Chiefs did. I think that Jerry Jones coming out saying I'm going to make a splash on defense this year. I think there's some things in the works already. I think Max ends up being a Cowboy. I think the Raiders blow this thing up, personally. And if Max goes before the draft, I expect Fernando to be shopped with the number 1 pick. Because you don't get rid of Max Crosby and then get a rookie quarterback to come in on an even less talented roster than you already have. You go get those assets for that number 1 as well. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you build a new slab of concrete, Jason? Like, you have to. Now,
well, hold on. If I'm the Raiders and I get rid of Max Crosby, I would want the Heisman Trophy winner there to sell tickets and blah, blah. I could see Fernando Mendoza and his people saying, we don't want to come to Las Vegas. Don't draft us. I could see them.
Who's he throwing to? Who's blocking for him? There's nobody. I could see
him not wanting to go there, but why wouldn't the Raiders want him?
Well, my point is, why would you not want to get the assets for him? How many picks can you get for the number 1 and then included a player and probably 2 number 1s for Max Crosby on top of it? Think about what you could possibly get here in the matter of the first hour of the draft. You can have a completely new roster and turn this thing over just like the Patriots did. There's a recipe out there. I expect Harbaugh and the Giants to do the same thing this year. They're going to be right there in the mix this year on the NFC East. Mark my words, the Giants. You can do it, but you're going to have to make a splash. And I can very easily see, and don't for 1 second think that Howie Roseman's not taking phone calls right now either. And I heard a very interesting dark horse story about Max Crosby and where he could end up.
You just predicted the Cowboys. Now you're saying there's another option. What's the other option?
It's a dark horse. I would predict, if I was a betting man, I'm taking the Cowboys. But there's a dark horse in this thing that's doing some crazy things behind the works to try to get it. The Rams.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
The Rams are going to try to get Max. They made a huge deal yesterday with the Chiefs to shore that secondary up. They've become Vegas odds-on favorites to win it now over the Seahawks. Repeating, go get Max. Watch out.
Finally, DJ Moore. Bills acquire him. You think, is this significant?
Yeah, because here's the thing is, it's not like he was, he got there the year before Caleb Williams, Justin Fields last year, and he made some great plays, and he was a big factor there. You get Caleb Williams there, and guess who wants to leave the next year? Keenan Allen, and he's on record. Man, I'm so happy to be back with you, Justin Herbert. I couldn't wait to get out of there, and blah, blah, blah. Now the center resigns at 27, who spent 4 years in Atlanta, by the way, and was fine. All records indicate he was loving football. 1 year for the Bears and retires? I'm telling you, when there's smoke, there's fire, Jason. You could stack up a bunch of these chips right here, and eventually what? Something's going to tell you that, hey, man, enough books stack up. There's a trend here. I'm telling you right now, I don't think people want to play with him. I don't think people want to play for the guy at all.
Caleb Williams?
Hell yes, Caleb Williams. Who do you think? Ben Johnson? No. Caleb Williams. Nobody wants to play with a fingernail painting guy. Willie McGinnis said it best. Personally, none of us would have wanted to play with him in our own locker room, a little less lose to him on the other team. No way. I'm telling you right now, who wants to play with this guy? Seriously. You? You want to play with him, Alpha Male?
No. Look, man, these young guys don't care.
Man, they're not that young. That's the thing. But remember, they're older than this guy. Like there's 2 different generations going on, even though the ages are very similar.
Off the top. Remember we played that clip, Luke, of everybody responding to Caleb Williams in the locker room positively. They won that playoff game. Yeah, let's see if we can dig that up. Caleb Williams at the end of the year, they won the late season game, or did they win a playoff game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're celebrating in the locker room, and Caleb Williams gives a speech.
They beat Green Bay.
Yeah, Caleb Williams gives a speech, and they're hanging on his every word. I hear you, JB, and I was right there with you. I'm not a Caleb Williams guy, but it worked because Ben Johnson is actually running that locker room, and he's running it effectively, and he's trying to man up Caleb Williams.
I think it worked.
Hold on, let me play this clip. Let's refresh everyone's memory.
Tell you what, man. 4th and 10. 4th and 10. I don't think either one of his feet was on the ground when he threw this ball. Ice. But it's just straight ice. Let's go, 18! I said last night, you make your money in the regular season, but in the postseason, legacy, your name, everything, and so that's us. That's us. It's not me. I'm not, obviously, game ball or whatever. That's us. Us. I want to keep going. We have to get better. All right. We have to start. We have to be on the details. We have to execute. Pin all of that to be able to get where we want to go. And I want to be here. I want to do this with y'all. Yes, sir. So it starts tomorrow. Starts the next day. Let's go, bro.
We can stop there. Hey! We can stop. JB, it looks like these guys are on board with him.
Man, that only lasts for how long? A minute? How long does that last, Jason? Those guys forgot about that, right? When you saw the nails holding the ball. It's hard to watch that. I'm just telling you right now, it's hard to watch. Maybe I'm too masculine, old school. I don't know. I couldn't watch it. Here's the thing. How long is that going to last for? You know why they won? They got an offensive-minded guy who ran the football, who's the second leading rushing football team in football last year behind the Bills. And their defense played top 10 for the most part of the year until the end there. They kind of fell off in the secondary. Their defense and their O-line improved tremendously in the offseason with the additions to the tackle spots. And they were a much better roster, similar to what Washington did from 2 years ago to last year, making it to the Eastern Conference or to playing the Eagles before they lost. And then this year they fell off, right? Watch the Bears next year. It's the Washington Commanders of this year.